Hello, guys, and today I just want to continue the countdown to Rick's race, which is on Sunday. Just three more days remaining, and we thank you for your support. I know some of you are giving on the links which we have appended below, and some of you I know are praying. We can't see you praying, but we believe that some of you have been chosen and called by God to answer this prayer and to just come together in this communion of believers who are doing something to help with this situation that we're tackling now. A couple of years ago, Rick Ralston visited Boma, and he was bitten by the Boma bug. I mean, that's an amazing region with very lovable people. Personally, I fell in love with Boma, not because it's just a beautiful place or a beautiful scenery, but the people and the calling to serve those people is the one thing that drives me personally as I continue to think about Boma, to think about those people, and to work daily towards helping them in ways that I can, because this is part of the Christian belief, and it's part of what I'm always sharing with you guys, because the Christian belief is based on the premise of faith and action. Our Lord Jesus Christ taught us about this principle that if you had faith as little as a mountain, as little as a mustard seed, you can talk to a mountain and it can move, right? So our faith, the faith that we have in our Lord Jesus Christ to move mountains, is the faith that carries us on a day-to-day basis. It's the one that we live on. And faith alone without action is not faith. So it's always paired, faith and action. And as we are called to love our neighbors, as we love ourselves, to love our enemies, there's nothing that proves that love in our hearts so much as what we do to show that we have that love in our hearts, that love of God lives in us. So as Christians, there's something that we need to do, a humanitarian service to the people around us who are suffering from disease, who are suffering from poverty, who are suffering from hopelessness and from the inhuman violations of their rights. So we cannot solve all these problems, because this is what the UN is there for. This is why our government exists, because these are just fundamental parts of our human existence. There will always be poor people in society. There will always be sick people in society. But as Christians, or as you as an individual, how do you react to these things? Do you just come in contact with people who need your help and you don't do anything? People who are sick and you don't say any word of blessing upon their lives? So there are so many approaches to it. But the simple thing is, just pair that love that Christ has told us, has taught us to have, pair it with an action for your life to be complete. The love that you have, just do an action to prove it. It is for God, not for me. It is not for you to help you in any way, but it's just to make you right before God. Abraham was made right before God based on his action that preceded the faith that he put in God. So in Boma, there are so many things that are happening, and C partners, we are doing a lot. But right now, we're just focusing on this issue of early marriage of young girls. It's one of those things that are really, touching to our lives, because we have seen the worst side of it. And by the worst side, I mean girls who have committed suicide. Several of them, we have already shared so far one story. There are several other stories we would like to share with you concerning the many girls who have also committed suicide, because we believe this is a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual force that is just pushing these girls towards that solution to their problems. But we as Christians, we do not come into contact with such needy girls, with such a needy situation, just for us to look at it and to move away. Remember, we are taught that if you meet somebody who is hungry, you don't pray for him and say, go your way, God will provide for you. No, you pray But if you have a piece of bread, you give that bread also. So the girls in Boma are married off at a very young age. They drop out of school. They become hopeless wives to their husbands because they did not enter into the marriage relationship with the love that is supposed to be there. We know marriage is a holy union that was given to us by God Himself. And for these girls, some of them who have been saved and they have been, baptized, for them to enter into such marriages against their consent, against their will, having dropped out of school, having their dreams crushed, it's so saddening. It really affects their faith, and they need our support to just come in together and talk to them and counsel them and encourage them. So this is all the reason that why Rick is running this race. He went to Boma, he saw these girls, and he understands because he is a father of 3 beautiful girls, and he just felt that need as a father, that these girls needed somebody to just talk to them and to talk to them and encourage them. So Rick is running this race, and I'm calling on you to support financially, support by your prayers, support by material donations, support by your time. You can sacrifice your time and come to Boma. If you're a counselor, if you are good at motivation, just come and talk to these girls. You'll meet them there. They have dropped out of school, they are married, some of them are still in school, but their dowry is being paid. We just need your help and your support. Show your faith, show your love by your actions. So God bless you so much as we still continue to count down to Rick's race on Sunday morning. Be blessed.